You're listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Top of the morning, DB. What's good with it?
Yeah, top of the morning, cuz late nights, early mornings. What's going on with you, man?
Chilling, bro. Late nights, early mornings. You know, that's what we here for. Grind time, baby.
Yes, sir.
Back at it again on this Thursday morning. Yeah. About to dive into this NBA. We missed a day yesterday, technical difficulties. But we back at it again, man. We ain't gonna let it stop us. Show don't stop.
Nah,
Show don't stop, bro.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop. How was your evening, cuz?
Man, it was cool, man. It was cool. It wasn't bad, man. How about yours?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. A couple of basketball games, that's it. Winding down on the season, so not getting as many as we normally get, but that's how it go, man. Survival of the fittest, man. They being eliminated one by one.
Yes, how it go, man. I was tuned in yesterday, man. I seen not to jump the gun, man, but I seen that Celtics game, man. I just cut it off, man. Ain't no saying no point of watching that.
There wasn't no sense in watching it, huh?
There wasn't no sense in watching that, man. I just cut it off. I said that is over with.
Can't be getting that bad.
It's just getting bad. It's bad.
Well, we gotta watch it, man. There ain't nothing else to watch, DP. I mean, it's just getting bad to you because your guys is out the game.
It was a blowout. It wasn't no sense of watching it. It was up by like 25 points. It was, I'm like, man, this ain't no game, man.
It wasn't really much of a game, man. Right. Yeah, that's what it's gonna be now, though, man. It's the best of the best left right now, and yeah, the Celtics did take court last night against the Miami Heat. Celtics go ahead or that was actually the day before it. That was the day before. No, that was yesterday.
No, yesterday.
Celtics game was yesterday because I know we got 2 days worth of games to talk about. But yeah, the Celtics went ahead and they was blowing them out pretty much the whole game. But obviously Miami without Jimmy Butler, they just man down right now, and then they matching up against the best team. And even though they done knocked the Celtics out before, the Celtics don't look like they looked last year. They don't look like they didn't look years before. They look a lot better now. They playing like they want to win the championship right now, man. What you think about the Celtics? I know you didn't watch too much of the game, but where you think they at right now as far as how they playing right now? You think they come out of the East or what?
I think they gonna come out the East. I think that's a strong possibility that they may come out the East.
Mm-hmm.
You got a couple other teams you got to worry about. But I think they might come out the East if the Knicks don't get them, or if
say New York.
Yeah, if the Knicks don't get them, or if 76ers don't get them, because we don't know that series not over with yet. So we just can't call that series out. So we can't. So we don't know who, who gonna take that series. And then even with the Cavs and the Mavs and the Magics, that ain't over yet either. You know, so we just don't know what team is coming, cause until it's over, till the game 7 is over, we don't know who's up next.
I agree.
And who could possibly surprisingly knock them out. So it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say until all of the games are played. I'm just asking you to speculate. From what you see them and how they looking so far, they looking so good that you don't even want to watch the games. That's all I'm saying. So obviously they doing well.
They looking ain't no Jimmy Butler there, but is Jimmy Butler really a bigger piece like that?
That's what I'm asking you. Well, obviously, yeah, because last year they had Jimmy Butler and they beat the Celtics.
Yeah, they did. Good.
As a play-in team, they beat the number 1 seed. They beat the best team in the. They beat the Bucks last year, and they beat the Boston Celtics.
84-8 to 118. That is crazy. Like I don't know. I don't know, man. I really want to know. I really wonder what the numbers would look like if Jimmy did play. So I don't know, man. That's a good. It really makes it look like they need Jimmy Butler with what it looking like this. You know what I mean? But shout out to Boston. They doing what they supposed to be doing. They doing anything. They winning. So they looking good. They looking good. They might come out. They may come out.
Yeah, they looking like they will to me. They playing pretty good ball. They playing like the Thunder played, but obviously, like I said, them and the Thunder being the number 1 seeds in both conferences, they get the weakest matchup in the first round. The Thunder having the Pelicans and them having the Heat, the shorthanded Miami Heat at that just barely made it in the playoffs. But yeah, the Boston did get them last night. But the day before yesterday, because we missed yesterday, the game that everybody was talking about was the game that Tyrese Maxey had put on versus the New York Knicks a couple of days ago. And it looked like that series was over. The body language from the Knicks, the body language from the Sixers out there just kind of looked like they was kind of giving it up towards the end of the game. When it seemed like the Knicks was pulling away, Jalen Brunson doing this thing, man. Big shot after big shot. Another 40-point game for him, just a regular night at the office. But you got to give Tyrese Maxey props, man. He came through with a big 46 points in the 52 minutes that he played. That obviously is including overtime. 46 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Being backed up by Joel. He had a triple-double, just 19 points, though. 10 assists and 16 rebounds. 19 points from Tobias Harris, 14 from Oubre. Yeah, man, the Sixers had a good showing. That pretty much was the bulk of the scoring. Ain't really nobody else get points except 6 from Payne and 8 from Batum off the bench. Yeah, man, the Sixers still have a chance in this series. To me, I thought it was over because Jalen Brunson keep putting up these 40-point games, but clearly Maxey finally just showed up and he's showing that he want to play DB. What you think?
Well, Maxey always did his thing. He always balled out. And in this game, he shot over his field goal percentage. He shot over 50% from the field goal. He was 17 for 13 from field goal, and he was 7 from 12 from the 3-point line.
So more than 50% from 3 too.
Yeah. That's some good shooting. He was shooting that thing from the logo. He was balling out. He refused to go down. He refused to lay down, man. It was a great game, man. You couldn't ask for a better game,
Yeah, do you think the Knicks then bit off a little more than they can chew with Brunson scoring 40-something points every game, and that's how they've been winning? You think that may be just a little, because he scored 40 in this game and then they finally lost. You think that might just be too much of the scoring load for Brunson to take on? You think that could be the reason the Knicks didn't close them out?
He one man. He one man. Yeah, so yeah, and it very much looked like that. You know what I mean? Like every night you ain't gonna get lucky.
And he a little man too.
And he a little man like that. He drive to he attacked the rim pretty good. Like for his floaters and everything is off the backboard layups and stuff like that. And, drives to the hoop and his mid-range shot. He do a good job of it, man. Even drawing a foul and getting 3 points, getting an extra point into 3-point play. And he can shoot 3. So he's a pretty good player. You know what I mean? Offensively, you know what I mean? And it can be hard to stop him because he's small and he quick.
Yeah.
And he quick. So and he kind of he good. He good on his feet for his balance wise. So, but yeah, I think I don't think he can do it by himself, man. Some games you got hard. You got a couple players that tend to show up a little bit hard. He try to show up sometimes, but it don't be enough. You know what I mean? And a couple other guys they do what they do, but it seems like it's just never enough always. You know what I mean? Especially when you got Maxey putting his foot down too. You know what I mean? And he still got Big Embiid and
who didn't have his best game, but I'm sure he still was a force in that game just because it's Embiid.
Yeah. Then Kyle Lowry, he didn't even score that game.
Right.
He played 26 minutes. He didn't even score that game. So I think they bit off. To answer your question, yes, I think they bit off a little bit too much because I think 76ers is the better team.
Think so? So you think the Sixers still have a chance? You think they possibly can win these last two games?
Of course. It ain't over till it's over. That's my motto.
I feel you.
Man.
I know how you rock, man. You rock with teams to be down 3 games to nothing, 3 games to 1. You said you're going to pull off 4 in a row, man.
It ain't over till it's over, man.
Ain't over till it's over.
LA would have had that one for AD going down. We would have had that, right?
They would have had it if they was in the East, too. They would have had it, man. If only they was in the East, man.
Nah, keep them in the West. They had it.
Right, I know that's right. Well, the Sixers do win that game, and they push it to a Game 6 versus the Knicks, and Game 6 is in Philadelphia. Maxey did his thing, man. Cavaliers, Magic. They took court. Cavaliers finally get off the schneid and barely pull one out, man. I'm starting to think that these teams are a little bit more closely matched than what I thought. We kind of knew coming into the playoffs that the Magic was doing their thing, but I don't know. I didn't think that they was this close to the Cavaliers, especially right now at this point. It seemed like Mitchell showing up every night alone would be enough to outlast the Magic, DB. How you think the Magic looking against the Cavs right now?
Magic's looking good. They losing by 1 point. They lost by 1 point. They barely lost. Cavaliers are scared, man. They scared. They better be scared. I don't know what Donovan Mitchell's over there doing, but they ain't doing something right. You know what I mean? Maybe the Cavs ain't as good as they've been pumped up to be because they your team.
Yeah,
you've been promoting them. You've been promoting them and pumping them. So
yes, sir. My guys, Midwest home, baby. The Cleveland Cavaliers. That's the GOAT's former team, bro.
It is, but the GOAT ain't there right now, so it don't even matter.
So they don't even matter right now.
It don't even matter, but they better watch out for Banchero because he on fire.
Yeah.
He on fire. He give you 39. Imagine if he had 39 points. They lost by 1 point. Imagine he gave you 40-41. The game was over with.
Or imagine if Cleveland put somebody on him to slow him down a little bit. The game would have been far from over with, but clearly something happened.
They ain't got nobody. It seems like ain't nobody stop him.
Maybe so. Yeah. Maybe he that dude, man. Maybe Banchero is man, Banchero. Maybe he that dude, man. Yeah, 39 points, 4 assists, 8 rebounds in 38 minutes. More than a point a minute. Wagner didn't have another monster ball game. He had 14 and 6. 13 points from Suggs. So, yeah, that was pretty much the bulk of the Magic scoring in that game. And they had pretty decent, even scoring in Cleveland. Mitchell had 28, Garland had 23.
And Harris didn't even score in this 19 minutes. Imagine if he'd have scored. At least gave you 4 points. They would have lost.
Right. Yep, he didn't.
So, that
he used to be good, man. I don't know, boy. He fell all the way off, man. He used to be with the Denver Nuggets. Harris did. Yeah, he was a good shooting guard too, man. But how the mighty have fallen. Denver in a much better place now, I guess, with KCP. I mean, especially since they almost sweeping the Lakers. Beat the Lakers, 11 of the last 12 games? 13 games or something like that? That's crazy, man.
Look, they barely beat them.
Mm-hmm.
we all know that we know what happened. We know why it happened. And, and that's fine. But at the end of the day, they got it off. It's hard to say that the Lakers was a better team because they lost to them.
Right. Of course, it's hard to say.
But we know that the Lakers is a better team. That's just what it is.
But you said it. It was hard to say, but you said it. Well, I guess the Lakers was a better team, and the Cavs was the better team the other night versus the Magic. They pulled out the 1-point win. They moved to Game 6 in Orlando, hopefully the Cavs can close it out, man. It would be a shame to allow this to get to a one-game play-all in the Game 7. It'd be a waste of a good effort as far as they 2-0 start versus the Magic. And then we had Patrick Beverley and the Milwaukee Bucks take on the Indiana Pacers, and how the Pacers lost that game and how they was losing so bad. It's just, in my opinion, what's going on with the Pacers is Tyrese Halliburton just isn't playing consistent right now. Sometimes he look a little lost out there, man, and I don't know what happened. He was playing like he could be in the running for the MVP earlier in the season when his team and the Lakers met in the mid-season tournament championship game. Because remember, they beat the Bucks to get to that game that the Lakers actually beat them in. The Pacers did. And now all of a sudden, man, Tyrese Halliburton, I don't know. His numbers be looking kind of pedestrian to me. He can show up in the end of a game, but he isn't dominating. He's not the force that I think he was when the Pacers first started balling early in this year, and everybody kind of took notice to him. It's just like his game that fell off a little bit. What'd you think about the Pacers losing to the Bucks the other day without Giannis and without Dame Lillard?
Hey, Milwaukee been there already. They got a ring. They know what it takes.
Yeah.
They know what to look at. They know what they know what to do, man. And even with even without Giannis and Dame, it's still not too much for them. Ain't nothing they still can't handle. You know what I mean? With Portis in there, support.
Man, did you see? Because Portis had 29, Middleton had 29. And the reason I say Patrick Beverley led him is because Patrick Beverley had 13 points and 12 assists. He was the top assist man on that team. So I'm like, whoa, man. So you telling me the Milwaukee, they got like a B team with Patrick Beverley, Chris Middleton, Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, that's probably just as good as the A team, man, with Dame Lillard and with Giannis. Yeah. And I'm not saying that any of them players is better than Dame and Giannis. I'm just talking about chemistry, because we know chemistry wins basketball games.
Bro, Beasley had 18 points, man.
Beasley, 18. I saw them big threes he was hitting. Yep.
You know what I mean? Lopez, he put off what he could pull off. He got this little 12 points, man, and it all added up, man, to take the win, man. Hey, and I don't know what, honestly, the Pacers, I don't know what they did, because these numbers is horrible, man. These numbers is trash.
Yeah, man. 12 points, 16 points, 12 points, 13 points, another 12 points. Like, man, they was 12 points happy last night, man. Don't know what that was about.
One person had a sweet 16. That was it.
One person. Well, Halliburton, man, as he should. He got the ball in his hand 80% of the time. I hope he would at least have 16. But nobody, man, they didn't shoot like nothing. But I'm going to be honest. This isn't a traditional game you see from the Pacers. They'll have a bad game like this, and then they'll come out the next game and put up 123, 140 on the board. They've been the highest scoring team in the league this year.
So what you think the numbers going to look like tonight?
Game 6.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the Pacers going to take it. I think the series over tonight.
You think it's over tonight?
Oh, definitely.
I don't.
Yep. That's why I'm calling it. I'm calling it Pacers tonight at home versus the Bucks. Yeah, we ain't going back to Milwaukee, bro. No Giannis, no Dame Lillard walking through the door. Bobby Portis and Chris Middleton ain't going to keep scoring 30 points a game, bro. And even if one of them shows up to score 30 points tonight, the other one won't. It won't be 2 30-point scores again. Impossible.
Well, we know Porter's gonna give you what he gonna give you. We know he gonna do it from the 3-point line.
Yeah, if he don't get emotional and get kicked out of the game, he will.
I think lesson learned. I don't think he gonna do that. I just don't think they'll do it. Middleton, he gonna show up. He gonna do his thing. He gonna give you what he gonna give you.
Okay.
Out, you know what I mean. As long as he get the ball in his hand, he gonna ball out. Now we can talk about Pat Beverly, and we can talk about your boy Beasley showing up. Will Beasley show up? Well, Beasley dropped 18 again.
That's true.
Will he drop? You know what I mean? Like what would he give you? That is what concerned me about them losing and it not being a game 7. You know what I mean? There's a strong possibility because
will Pat Bev give you another 10 plus assists? I don't see it happening tonight. I think Halliburton come out. It's not a 16-point night. TJ McConnell don't have another 6-point night. They make Patrick Beverly work on the defensive end. At least one of them is scoring in 20 points, if not both of them scoring 20. So if both of them score 20 now, you got 40 points coming from the point guard position. That'll easily beat the Bucks in the next game. The Pacers just got to shoot a little bit better. They won't have a horrible shooting night like that again.
Yeah, they was horrible. They was trash. They was trash.
Yeah.
So,
they team 3-point shooting was 37%. Overall team, no, 3-point shooting was 31% for the Pacers. Overall team field goal percentage was 44. I mean, they just was horrible. 12 for 38 from the 3-point line. It's a lot of threes to put up, almost 40 threes, and miss so many.
Yeah, that's bad, man. That's bad.
Almost 40. They barely got a fourth of those threes. But the Bucks did take that one, and yeah, they do face off again tonight. So you see how they go, man.
They had almost a 30-point lead. They had their largest lead was a 27-point lead.
The Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's that. Hey, man, when it rains, it pours sometimes, DB. When it rains, it pours, man.
Right.
And we also had the LA Clippers at home last night against the Dallas Mavericks. They lose that game 123-93 by way of the Mavs. Luka Doncic, bro, balled out as usual. Couldn't be stopped last night. Doncic had 35 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds, almost a trip dub. Kyrie only had 14 points, but it was because he didn't really have to shoot the ball much. Kyrie was a facilitator a lot of the night last night, and all of the other players was making shots. I kind of saw that. Derek Lively at the cup. Jones Jr. was dunking out on people, man. Gafford didn't score too many. PJ didn't either. But that's because all of the role players. Look at 15 points off the bench from Keebler. He kept hitting big three after big three after big three. 14 from Hardy off the bench. Yeah, the Mavericks looked pretty good yesterday, and I'm pretty sure they come in the next game in Dallas and they close this one out, DB. What you think?
I think the longest Kyrie and the rest of the team can give you what they've been giving you. I think it'd be good. Kyrie really didn't. He shot 1 for 7 from the 3-point line last night. It wasn't there for him. Like he just wasn't. He wasn't there. So
he wasn't here.
Long he can shoot. Yeah, long he can shoot better than what he been shooting, and then the team kick in and give you something. Give you what they've been giving you that they gave you last night. I think the Clippers are done for. They toasted. You lose by 30, it's bad.
Right.
It's horrible. You know what I mean? And we were just waiting. James Harden, he came out. They ball. Oh my God! Look at those numbers.
Yeah.
Those numbers is horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, they had one of their worst performances of the playoffs so far. Paul George been inconsistent, isn't it?
These names that you got, my bad, I mean to cut you out, but these names, these is big names, man. Well, for one, I'm not surprised about James Harden because this is what he do. I'd be surprised when he come out and he have a big game. That's what I'd be surprised about.
Like the last game.
Like the last game. So that's what I'd be surprised about with stuff like this. But Paul George, 15 points. That's it. That's the only thing you got to give me is 15 points. Man, you looking like you coming off the bench.
Right. The PG is looking PG-13 rated right now, man. Just not looking good, my dude. I agree, man. Paul George, 33 minutes, 15 points, 11 rebounds. Kawhi not out there. It's the playoffs, man. It's do or die. You don't want your team to go down 3-2, man, because now y'all got basically a game ending game coming up next. You could pretty much be knocked out the next 2 games. You want that cushion, especially against this team, because they kind of unpredictable. But the Clippers have a chance. It's been back and forth. The series has been. Unfortunately, this was probably the biggest blowout of the series. So I won't say it was back and forth in this game. Dallas kind of had it the whole game. They just kind of had control. But the Clippers still got a chance because the series has been back and forth.
Man, the series has been back and forth. But listen, the next game could be the last game.
Yeah. Somebody had to get the 3 wins first. They was 2-2 going into the game. So either way it go, we was going to be saying this about somebody today. Unfortunately, we saying it about the Clippers because they had another egg. They laid another egg last night at home. Man,
I just wish, man, the NBA made it to where another team was able to give up one of their lifelines to another team to help them get it.
You ready to change the rules of the whole game now, bro, to get in there, to create a competitive advantage for the people that you like the most. That's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Man. And I understand the mentality, though, DB. I understand the mentality because you wanting that to happen, to me, is similar to how everybody wanted Ryan Garcia to win his fight against Devin Haney. See, I was in the building that night. I don't know if you know, but I flew to New York to see that fight. And I was in the building, so I saw how bad people wanted this kid to win the fight. And then, fortunately for me, shortly thereafter, I would actually get to see the fight. And like I said, man, and I came on my show and I admitted it and I gave him his props. I called the little dude. I called him King Ryan Garcia. I said, man, you got to give him his props, man. He did his thing. Because to me, it wasn't his fault that he dominated the fight the way that he did. And, he was a little overweight. All of the excuses came. He's overweight and all this stuff. But Devin Haney decided to fight him overweight. Devin Haney made these exceptions for all of these things. What Devin Haney didn't make an exception for was the dude was on drugs, man. That dude was popping steroids. And that he was on 2 steroids throughout training camp. And that one of the main driving, motivating factors behind him not being able to lose the weight was the fact that he was taking the steroids. The weight on him was too solid from the steroid abuse. He just couldn't cut it. And so ultimately he comes in that fight and he does something that ain't none of us ever seen him do. Because ain't nobody ever seen a Ryan Garcia fight and seen him knocking anybody silly like that. But we just saw it the other day. And we saw it against a champion in the world. And it's funny because of how it happened, but it ain't funny. Because they all had to get together and conspire to cheat this little dude. And now to me, that's the weakest, I almost cussed, that's the weakest stuff I ever seen in my life, what happened in that fight. But the very fact that dude went into the fight, cheated, straight knew he cheated, won the fight and then boasted like he won it fair and square, and he knew he had a failed drug test on the way. He knew this, but this kid and his father didn't know it. On top of that, taking steroids is dangerous. People have died in the ring fighting people who've taken steroids because of the unfair advantage. And if you look at that fight, you can clearly see the unfair advantage. I never seen Devin Haney be knocked silly like that before in my life. And it don't make sense that Ryan Garcia, a guy who ain't never done that in his life, is the one to step in that ring and do that. And I went all the way from your last thing saying, you making a joke saying, man, I wish they would bend the rules and make it so that the NBA could add another. See, this is the mentality nowadays, man. People are okay with people cheating because that's what we do in this American society. We cheat everything. Look, man, I ain't making no excuses because I took that loss well. I was like, hey, man, he lost fair and square. But now that he cheated, I expect you people who gloated in his victory to be like, hey, man, I ain't with that. A cheater, dude didn't do it right. That ain't no win to me. But I know ain't nobody gonna come with that energy because how it is in this society, everybody want a participation trophy. It ain't about what's the truth and what's reality. That's my rant on that, DB. Go ahead. It's on you.
Are you done? You finished?
I'm done.
You finished?
I'm done and I'm finished. Now I want to hear you defend your boy. Defend your dope-taking, cheating ass homeboy. Because he a straight up cheater, bruh. And I ain't sore about it. Because if you got to cheat me to beat me, then you didn't beat me. That's just how I feel.
I thought you was done.
I'm done.
All right. So you said it right. You said conspire. That's a conspiracy.
What's a conspiracy? There ain't no conspiracy about the fact that they found the dope in his blood.
Listen to me. Man, we know this thing could be bigger than Ryan. We know it's bigger than Ryan. We know what all is. We know what's out there and what ain't out there. You know, it's been things said, man. You know,
hey, man, I'm already not understanding where you going, man. You seem like you taking the long way, and it's a shortcut that you could take and get right there, man.
All right, well,
go ahead.
I'm gonna let it out there for you, man. They say anything to ruin a player that they didn't want to see winning no way, man. So therefore, all the talking he had been doing, all the exposure he had been doing before this fight.
Let me explain something to you. All the talking, all the name dropping, and all the exposing was to fool you. It was, and it worked. Because see, he did all. No, you making the point that I knew. He did all of that. See, bro, that's what guilty people do. They start pointing at everything else so that you take your eyes off of them. See, all of the people doing this to kids and Illuminati talk and I'm crazy was to distract everybody from the fact that he was on dope. So by the time that the fight was over and it came out obvious that he was cheating, his defense and his fans' defense like you would be, oh, they just trying to get Ryan because he tried to expose people. Ryan fake exposed people because he knew he was cheating. That's what guilty people do. You ever seen a shoplifter at Walmart? Let me make my point, look, cuz. You ever seen a shoplifter at Walmart? What happened when they walk up to him and they say, hey, what's that in your purse? They start getting belligerent. They start going crazy. What about the camera here? What about the guy that was standing behind me? He was drinking a soda. They start pointing all over the place so that you stop looking at them because they know they got that dope in their blood. Go ahead, bro.
I don't know, but listen, it's easy. See, it's easy for you to rant about him cheating because you was already with Devin. Because you was already with Devin. So listen.
Oh no.
Wait. Go ahead. So you had already said on the flight back, walking through the airport, you said I can't believe it. I just need them to give me one reason because it's almost like he cheated. You kept stressing it because you didn't want to believe it.
I didn't want to believe it.
So anything somebody had already told you, you needed them to give you a reason to believe that, hey, this was a fluke, and they gave you a reason, and now you running with it. So we not gonna say. So we not gonna act like it's a possibility that he got people in the background that could possibly be pulling strings to trying to ruin him. We not gonna act like that. We not gonna act like that's a possibility.
That is a possibility. That is a possibility.
So why are we doing this? So why
we doing what?
Why
okay, now you said what you just said. So there is a possibility that people in the background are trying to ruin him. A possibility is not proof. The fact of the matter is, we know that they drug test in boxing. They drug test in all sports. They especially drug test in boxing before the sport. He was drug tested weeks before that fight. It actually came out that Golden Boy knew that he failed the drug test. They just held it back because of the money that was going to be made in that fight, which endangered Devin Haney. Is a black eye on the sport. It's a flat out black eye, just the fact that this dude dropped dirty and he cheated like that. And it's obvious that he cheated like that because of how well he won the fight. See, the thing that you explaining about me, what you said about me, that's absolutely correct. I said that. I said I need a reason because it was so unbelievable the way that the fight went down, DB. See, my mama taught me something. She said if something is too good to be true, then it probably is. It probably is. That's the only thing that I was saying to you when I was saying, give me a reason. See, that fight went so in Ryan's favor that I was like, it seemed like something was off, that something just wasn't right. And bro, when you tell me somebody come out less than a couple weeks later and they failed the test, they got 2 steroids in their blood, and they were overweight for the fight, it tells me everything I need to know, DB. And how much more evidence do you need that he was taking drugs? The fact that he couldn't cut the weight. First of all, he cut the weight to 140 when he fought Tank Davis. That's because when he tested during that fight, he didn't have steroids in his blood. So he could cut the weight, but he couldn't cut the weight for this fight. Why? Because him and his team were colluding and cheating to cheat this kid out of his championship. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even find it funny that they did that. That's really messed up. And yo, man, he gets less than props, bro. I don't think Devin Haney should fight him again. He shouldn't want to fight him again. I wouldn't want to fight a cheater like that. Nobody should want to fight him again.
Now listen, right?
Go ahead.
Now, if he did it,
he did do it.
We don't know that. You don't know it.
How do we not know it, DB?
Wait.
Can I ask you a question? What proof in history? Well, what proof in history do you have that a fighter got cheated out of his test? Like what fighter? Because you just said that it could possibly be a conspiracy that somebody's trying to ruin him. Where's your proof that ever happened in history?
Listen, but where's your proof that it never didn't happen in history?
The fact that it ain't never happened, DB. The fact that I don't.
It's the fact that you never heard it and you don't want to.
No, it's the fact that I don't know it. Okay, well look.
Exactly.
The fact that I don't know it, bro. Okay? So how can I? Wait a minute, but how can I say that something is a possibility and it ain't never happened? I don't know that it ever happened before. That's like you saying, yo, man, just because you ain't seen nobody fly before don't mean nobody can't fly. That don't make sense, bro. It does mean that.
Nah. That's 2 different things. Because anybody can fly.
No, it's not.
Anybody can fly if you got on the right stuff. So you can fly as long as you got on the right stuff to make you fly.
Yeah. So, and he can fly. He flew that night because he had the right stuff in his blood.
Nah. And look, and another thing with this, this, right? Another thing with this, like I said, if he did this messed up, but no one who's gonna beat somebody like that bad, man, and celebrate as if they truly did it off their hard blood, sweat, and tears and generosity.
The same people.
Listen,
you know who would do it? Look. You know who would do it? Social people addicted to social media. The same people who buy fake asses, fake jewelry, fake Jordans, fake everything. That's all it is. Listen, all that fight is, DB, is the fake her I saw in there, the fake asses, the fake jewelry, the fake everything. And it was a fake fighter. And it was a fake fighter in the ring winning a fake fight. And that's the reason that he's not the champion for winning that fight. Because he a cheater. He doesn't deserve to be a champion.
So you mean to tell me that this wasn't like the little engine that could? Because he was so happy as if, listen, I actually came out and I did this. And then another thing to that, if the drug test had been dropped, hold on, wait a minute.
Go
if
ahead.
The drug test was being dirty, then where was the people that's supposed to been over the whole drug test situation that was supposed to cause this?
Who was running the fight?
Yes, it has to be.
I just
someone.
asked you who was running the fight. Whose name was on the fight?
Yeah. You said Golden Boy, right?
Golden Boy. Who's Golden Boy's fighter?
But it has to be somebody over Golden Boy, though. It has to.
But there isn't. But there isn't. Whoever's
you got a commissioner and everything else.
Yes, there is. There is a commission. DB. So hold on. I'm finna give you the whole conspiracy, DB. There is a commission. There is a boxing commission. There is a boxing commission. Where are they located?
Right. Huh?
Where are they located? Where's the boxing commission located?
You tell me, because at
Las Vegas, DB. Las Vegas.
But look, something so serious.
Where did they fight?
They fought in New York.
They fought in Brooklyn, right? So dude was overweight. Dude was taking steroids. He was dirty. What's one of the best ways that we can pull this fight off without anybody? Let's pull it out of. See, man, it all makes sense to me now. See, the whole reason that it was in Brooklyn in the first place was to get it out of Las Vegas. Ryan Garcia almost ruined it because he came. Nah, man. See, all of that was fake. All of that was fake.
Guess what? Cheaters don't cheat. And look, it was all a cheating thing. If you ask me, because guess what? Look how the refs and everybody else was trying to cheat for Devin in the beginning. Look how they tried to cheat. For one, it shouldn't have been a anonymous decision. That's for one. So that was a cheat. So we know that was a cheat.
That's not a cheat.
It was a cheat. It is a cheat. That's a cheat.
How is it a cheat, man? Ryan Garcia is a fighter that had one. No. Ryan Garcia had one loss on his record, DB. Have you ever watched a championship fight before in your life?
Listen, yes. And don't no fight never go like that to where, man, you steady getting prolonged. You out of it. You can't even watch that. They telling him to throw in. They telling him to throw in the ring. They telling his what's name to throw in.
Who is they? Who is they?
Ryan and his team, they said him throw in.
Ryan and his team ain't Devin's team. Don't nobody listen to the other fighter. Of course they want him to throw in the towel because that means that they won the fight.
Because he getting beat badly.
Of course he was getting beat badly. And guess what? Yo, man, let me tell you something. Yeah, and I'm finna tell you something on that. Yeah, he was getting beat badly. And I'm gonna tell you something on that. I ain't never seen a fight occur that he was beating another fighter ass. The reason Ryan Garcia occurred. Listen, the reason Ryan Garcia cared and wanted to stop the fight is because he knew he was cheating. He knew he had steroids in his blood. He knew why he was beating that boy silly, and he wanted to see the fight stop. See, that was the little bit of morality that creeped in the kid, but he a creep all the way for doing it in the first place. And that's why in all these celebrations, see, I'm a body language guy. See, I can look in a person's eyes and see that something don't sit well in their soul. See, I've been watching him brag about this fight. He keep looking away. Oh, go ahead and watch all of the interviews. He keep looking away when he start talking. See, those are the characteristics of somebody who's lying or somebody who's hiding something that they knew was gonna come out.
I ain't see that. I ain't see that in all the interviews.
I have. No, that right there, that's just personal. That's just a personal perspective. But everything else I told you happened. It happened verbatim. They cheated and they knew it, and they knew that they were cheating.
Now, why couldn't he have some compassionate for this man? He be like, hey man, go ahead.
Because don't nobody do that, especially nobody who go in the ring with somebody with bad blood. I didn't see Terrence Crawford trying to do that for Earl Spence. He was beating the hell out of Earl Spence. That referee had to pull him off of Earl Spence.
Everybody different, but look, they should have pulled him off of what, but they didn't. They let the fight go on. You even had the ref grabbing Devin arms. Wake up, man! You got.
Yo, man. See, this is what I mean, DB, and this is why I had this conversation. You talking about the ref? You talking about everything in the fight except the fact that this dude cheated. He had dope in his blood, bro. No, he cheated. He had dope in his blood. Address the fact that dude. No, DB. Address the fact. Address it all. What's all? The only thing that just came, nobody's talking about the ref cheating, cuz. The only thing that just came out was about him having dope in his blood. That's the only thing that need to be addressed. Because whether you say the ref tried to cheat for Devin or not, Ryan won the fight. It don't matter that he tried. Ryan still won. The person who beat the...
And he barely won.
No, he did not. Bro, you
did for one. Listen, the numbers was too close. It was it came out to a unanimous decision in the end.
Of course it was a unanimous decision, but one of the cards had the winning card had a wide gap for Ryan though. It was like 116 to 112 or something like that on the winning card.
That was tied. It was I said there's no way these numbers supposed to look like this. I said there's no way. Me and a couple other guys, you stood right there next to me.
Yeah. Hey, I agree with you. There is no way the numbers were supposed to look like that because he was on steroids and he beat Devin ass.
On top of that, not only that, even in our intro, the guy in the interview, he said there's no way this should have been a anonymous decision.
That's right.
This is ridiculous.
I agree with you. It should have been a knockout early in the fight because he was on dope. He was because
the whole fight was a fluke. But
no, the whole fight was a fluke. Why was the whole? No, DB, bro, you don't.
Listen. In the
Maybe
Bible,
we should just be a basketball channel, cause you don't know boxing. The whole fight was a fluke because the person that walked in the ring has steroids in his blood, and it should not have been happening. See, that's where you're supposed to be. I don't even understand what you want to defend them so much for. A person that's a cheater is a cheater.
No, right, you're right. And right is right, wrong is wrong. So dig this. In the Bible, they say ain't one sin bigger than the next, right? So we ain't gonna act like one cheat is bigger than the next. Everybody had their proof. Everybody, listen, that rep could have been paid off. The rep could have been paid off also. So
the ref could have been paid off. Has there been proof that? Check this out, bro. Now listen, see, because you going on the fable side of the Bible. The Bible is written in parables. None of the stories in the Bible happen. They're just allegoric stories to keep people in line and teach them lessons. What actually the ref could have been paid off. They could be in the media trying to destroy Ryan. Could. What did happen? He tested dirty. That's all that did happen.
No. What allegedly came out. That's what happened. What allegedly came out.
What allegedly came out? Nah, DB, ain't nothing allegedly came out, bro. They take tests, and the organization that took the test put the results out. What are you talking about?
A part that they wanted to come out came out.
So what's the other part you waiting on?
It ain't gonna come out. Ain't no other part gonna come out. Cause guess what? In the end, there's still somebody who's strong enough, who has a strong man. There's still somebody that with a higher power that they can pull strength to do whatever they want to do.
Bro, you are on conspiracy theories. Baldhead is sitting here talking about the facts that happen, bro. You are on conspiracy theories. There could be a higher up. There could be this. There could be that. Man, stop it. The ref could be paid off. Where the check? Where's the higher up? Start the investigation, because Golden Boy ran everything. Why don't they do it? How did Golden Boy even allow this dope test to come out that he tested dirty?
Hey, and why they did this? Let me ask you this then.
Go
ahead.
Why wasn't there more eyes?
Why wasn't there more eyes?
Who knew Ryan Garcia was on dope, DB?
Listen, hold on. Answer this question. Why wasn't there more eyes on these drug tests than what it was? There should have been somebody else outside of this to see both players.
Listen, man, I get it what it should have been and what it could have been, because all you talk about is what should happen and what could have happened. All Baldhead talking about, the only reason it's on the screen is because of what happened. Yo, bro, and that's what I mean. My life is fact-based, bro. My life is fact-based.
Look, because I just seen the thing with Tank saying, hey, they lying, they trying to ruin them. I just seen it.
Tank Davis, a dude that don't like Ryan Garcia, is trying to defend him. And you talking about another hater of Devin Haney. Somebody else who Devin Haney beating sparring in the amateurs.
Man, sparring don't matter.
No, but I'm not, bro. You saying sparring matter? That's what I'm saying, man. You don't even stick to the topic of the conversation. I'm just pointing out the fact that he another Devin Haney hater. You basically saying, oh, look at this other Devin Haney hater agree with the fact that Ryan could be trying to be ruined. Bro, that don't mean anything. And besides, I'm not talking about what people think and the possibilities. I'm only putting on the table here right now the facts, what happened. The fight looked irregular. Something looked like it was going on in that ring. And now here we go less than 2 weeks later, and it come out that the dude failed the drug test, man. And you on the defense of it? Look. See, I'm starting to change my opinion of everything, even like how you ride with the Lakers. See, you just got, cuz listen, you just got it built into you who you want to win and how you want things to go. You don't go off the facts. That's why your opinion on the Lakers got smoked so bad by the Nuggets, because you go off of what you got in your heart. You don't look at what's going on and actually judge what's going on, cuz I'm gonna be honest.
That ain't true. That ain't true for one, because even with the Lakers, we listen, they would never won if AD wasn't so soft. If he didn't fall and play all that little soft stuff, like they would never won.
No, cuz it ain't got nothing to do with AD, because AD was the best. That's what I'm saying. See, AD was the best player in that whole series for the Lakers, and you just said that the reason that they didn't win is because of AD.
The last game,
if AD,
the last game mattered.
Bro, you talking about one game? They lost 4, DB.
It don't matter.
Yes, it do.
That one game can change the whole
series. They lost 4 games,
bro. It don't matter.
It do matter.
It don't matter.
Yes, it does.
It does not. It doesn't, because the last game could have changed the series. They could have came back and they could have won the whole thing.
Could have. What happened, man?
Because of what? AD failed and he got injured, right? So
no, bro. No. That's not what lost the series.
Listen, Tank.
Wait a minute. The Lakers lost by 2 points in that last game. You telling me AD falling on his shoulder is the reason that they lost by 2 damn points? No, that's not why.
He has 17 points.
Man, I would put it on Hachimura or Austin Reeves or D'Lo before I put it on AD in that game. AD balled out the entire playoffs. He did, and they wouldn't have been as far. They wouldn't have even been in the first round in the 7th spot if it wasn't for AD.
Not the last game, and you asked me, he didn't play good enough. Yeah, we can play the other players also. Yeah, we can, and there's another reason why. But the fact of the matter was, this cat was supposed to be dropping 40 and 50 points. He wasn't doing that.
He's supposed to be dropping 40 and 50 points. Yeah, DB, who in that whole bro, no. Yeah. Okay, then that's too much to put on AD. That's too much to put on one man, and that's why your people lost. But we was just talking in the other topic about how the Knicks got too much on Jalen Brunson. But you telling me AD supposed to be scoring 40 and 50 points.
Embiid doing it and he injured. Embiid came out and he did it, and he was injured and he did it.
He ain't do it last night. He scored 16 points yesterday.
Guess what? But the other man, I'm gonna drop.
No. Wait a minute. Embiid did score 50 points in the game, but last night. Okay, but what he do yesterday? He scored 16. That's the same thing AD did. See, that's what I'm saying. You putting too much on one player.
No, it wasn't a triple double, was it?
You're putting too much on one player, cuz I'm just telling you. I'm showing you with the Lakers how you look at things the wrong way. You going into things with your heart, and you don't even criticize somebody cheated. Check this out. If it came out that the Denver Nuggets took some of the air out of the basketball, and that's why they shots was dropping so easy in Denver when Jamal Murray hit that game win over AD, you would be screaming at the top of your lungs that they cheated. But this dude got steroids in his blood. Just because you rooted for him, you don't want to say he cheated. Bro,
guess what? They do.
I can't respect your boxing knowledge no more after that, cuz I'm just going to be honest.
Look, they did it in football, after football, right?
Yeah, they did, and that was cheating. And they said
it wasn't cheating, right? So,
no, it was cheating, man. That is gone down in history as a cheating scandal in football. That they took the air out.
So it was cheating. So listen, what I told you was, I said, hey, if Ryan did that, then that's foul.
You did say that to me before we started talking. When I brought it up as a possibility before this dope test even came out, you know I did. I said it. I was so confused by how he won that fight. I said, man, dude probably on dope or something. I was saying it in a joke, but I'm going, man, something just seemed crazy. Where did all of this power come from? He fought Luke Campbell. He fought a tall, skinny white boy, Luke Campbell, and Luke Campbell almost dropped him. He didn't have that power with Luke Campbell. Where did it come from? It came from them steroids, bro. It came from Balco.
Well, look, like I said in the beginning, like I said now, if he did it, it's foul. I'm not taking away from him that if he cheated, it's foul.
He did cheat.
Listen, only thing I'm leaving open with the exception of everything that had been going on.
DB, the only thing that's if the ref got paid off. If this, because them the things that haven't been proven. It's not if he cheated. It came out already. He cheated. But everybody was so against that kid, they don't even want to cover it in the news. They couldn't wait to meme him up about it. You know why? Because that fight to me wasn't about Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. It was about destroying this black kid and his black father, who too well represented in society. That's what it was about. Personally, not only the other races of people, but even black people don't like to see that young man and his father together and don't like to see that great relationship. Everybody is offended by it and everybody hate it because not only do they have a great relationship, but they're rich, they're wealthy, and everything worked. And Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, two people who don't like each other. See, this is what I know about black people. I made this as a joke. I said the black man will get in the truck with the Ku Klux Klan to ride on another black man that he don't like. That's what Floyd Mayweather just did.
Yeah, no. I saw that when they said Floyd told him to go three 3 pounds over and everything else. So before you said something and to go that deep about it,
Floyd probably helped him get the steroids. To be honest with you,
look, I didn't look that deep. I didn't look at it that deeply of how you saying it before you said it. I didn't look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? Until you gave me the thought. Like I said, if you don't have a thought, somebody will give you a thought. So you gave me the thought that it can be that deep. You know what I'm saying? So
it is.
I look at it like that. I look at it like that now. And you're right. Mayweather could have did what was the old boy named? The Afro Thunder man used to be on the boxing promoter.
Talking about Don King.
Don King. He could have did the Don King to him. You know what I'm saying? It is. I ain't
He
saying.
did.
Listen, I'm not saying that it didn't happen, cause I'm not saying that he didn't cheat, cause he could have cheated. He didn't. Listen, I'm leaving it 1% open because to the fact that
That's all it is.
He said what he said. Listen, he said what he said about the Illuminati and everybody else, and they trying to taint him now. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna leave that 1% there too. 1%. But I'm gonna tell you, see, the flip side of that, when you started saying it, I already heard someone talk about that. They say, yeah, see all that Illuminati talk, all that distraction talk, that was so that after the fight, when y'all found out he was on dope, that's the first thing y'all do is say, oh, they just trying to get him because he said all that stuff. Yo, man, this kid pulled this move to the T, bruh. He pulled it to the T, bro. He killed it. He killed it. They don't care about public opinion. He's a buffoon. Look at what he says about himself. You think he cured it? Y'all gonna say he on steroids because he still got that video out of him beating that kid up like that. That's all. See, that's all that matter to modern people. It don't matter that you got a piece of iron in your glove and you knocking somebody silly. It happened. That's all that matter to people. It happened though. We don't care what he did to get that competitive advantage, but that's what happens, bro. He got him a competitive advantage. And I don't knock the kid because, like I said, it was smart. He pulled it off, and I don't think in the court of public opinion he being crucified for it enough. I didn't hear enough people talking about it. That's why I had to put that topic on my screen today. But that's it though, man.
I agree.
That's your boy, man. But yeah, good topic, man. Good show for the day. Good show, cuz.
Good show.
What you got for the rest of the day, little bruh?
Oh man, I'm gonna go out here, man. And
Go call the Lakers, man. Apologize to Anthony Davis.
I'm gonna give him some more of my mind.
For what? He was the best thing that happened to you this year, bruh. AD.
Man. Bro, we should have been in a third or fourth seed, dog. We should never been down that low from the jump, man. But
okay,
it you know, so it is what it is, man. We lost, then we sent them home again. You know,
hey man, your man Anthony Edwards say he gonna avenge the loss for LeBron, man. So don't worry. Help is on the way, man. Maybe AE can take care of that giant that is Jokic.
You know what I'm saying? Help is on the way.
Help is on the way, baby. Well, that's our show for this week.
You're listening to the all-new Grindtime Sports Talk in the Mornings with Baldhead and DB. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. I'm Baldhead. This is DB. We signing off for y'all today. Peace.
Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. Please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Check us out Monday through Friday on the Grindtime Media Network.